I appreciate you all for this time. I am coming to share with you 6 awakening friendly skills. Okay, as an awakened soul, you've always treasured independence. Okay, and one sign that you are truly awakened is the fact that um, independence, right? Independence has been something that you really prioritize. Okay, so when I say independence, I simply define it as the ability to depend on the inside. Okay, so when you go within your soul and find your sustenance, okay, that is independence. Okay, there is a system, there is a society, there is a frequency, okay, there is a matrix, okay, that seeks every soul to depend on. Okay, so they are saying that stay there. If you want money, apply for job. Okay, work 9 to 5. Okay, then you will get a salary at the end of the month. Okay, or better still, you should have someone that you can depend on. Okay, so that when things get critical, okay, you can find support. But this same matrix has proved to us that these things aren't promising. Okay, COVID-19 is an example whereby sincere people that were working, there were sincere people that were working for their money, but a time came where a global decision told the people, okay, to go inside because there is an infectious disease that is going on. And later on we got into it and we found out that this was an agenda. Okay, so now listen to me very carefully. The system is telling you to go inside and depend inside, which is independence. Now when you begin to go inside as an awakened soul, you will realize that once and since you've not been that person that is always depending on someone for a certain completion or a certain survival or sustenance, you have your wisdom telling you to consider a skill. Okay, consider a skill. And what is the purpose of skill? The purpose of skill is to be independent and self-sufficient, basically. So anybody that seeks to have a skill or seeks to consult his or her own skill is going to be independent, because there is this one capitalist system that is saying that you need to get money, right? Get money on you. It's like money has become a fuel. Right? In the matrix, the money has become fuel. By your ancestors too, they saw a life beyond all these things. So you wouldn't dare manipulate an ancestor with money because they had skills to trade with. So I encourage people to have a skill to trade with it. That is why I find it joy and a pleasure to share with you 6 important awakening friendly skills, which means that if you decide to embark on that skill, right, you wouldn't have any problem with the system, you wouldn't have any issue, because the system wouldn't want you to awaken. And if you awaken, it becomes threatened. I told you that a spiritual woman is a dangerous threat to the status quo. Who is a spiritual woman? An independent woman. A man who is of value is a man who doesn't seek to take advantage of women for survival. And that is what we are seeing. We are seeing men in their mind trying to play women, milk them, take advantage of them. Right? So it is important for you to be independent as somebody on an awakening journey. The importance of that independence is to help you speak your truth, is to help you decide your life and plan your life. I have a story, and you see, I am somebody that naturally, the way I am, right, I don't like to be bullied, okay? I don't like to be cheated on, right? I don't like to be manipulated. If I come to see that you are manipulating, or you are somebody that is manipulating and you are in my reality, you will really have it the hard way, because I don't like it. And the creator has taught me so much, right, to depend on inside, the ability for you to depend on inside is going to help you not to manipulate people. Because going inside means going into the heart. And the heart will teach you wisdom and survival. This video is going to help you so much, right? We are not in a hurry, to guide you, right, in finding your skills, to give you a relevant information, awakening friendly skills that you can try on, and it's going to really help you. Let me start from the seed skill. The seed skill, right? I'm going from 6 to 1, okay? 6 to 1. So the awakening friendly skill number 6 is planting or farming, okay? Planting or farming or gardening, okay? Planting, farming or gardening, okay? Planting, farming or gardening, okay? Now listen, when you begin to go into your awakening, food becomes a priority. Because you are depending, you've had a life where you depend on the supermarket. And you've come to realize that the supermarket too is manipulated. Right? What is the manipulation in the supermarket? The foods, most of them are GMO, ultra processed. Because you are not deciding that. There are selected farmers that are being given that project to plant seeds and to have crops and foods that is genetically modified, or you are going to see ultra processed foods which are not good and friendly to you. So as an awakened soul, trying or having a skill of planting or gardening is going to help you, because listen, planting is going to satisfy you and others. As you begin to become satisfied by what you have produced, you are also going to satisfy others. And that can be a trait for you. Because listen, the basic manipulation has been through food. If you want to manipulate the society, you have to manipulate their food. That's the basics. Listen to me very carefully. We are having a conversation. So planting is something that is going to help you satisfy yourself and then others. You can trade with that. When you plant, when you start your garden with different variety of foods, okay, tomatoes, pepper, you can also have a fruit session, okay, vegetables, fruits and veggies, okay, you plant them, the lettuce, okay, they are leafy greens, they are powerful, okay, there are many leafy greens you can plant, you can try and plant on, okay. Now when you do that, you won't have any problem with food for yourself, because the government is manipulating the society through food. They know that when they fuck up their gut system, they are going to have their whole life, okay? This whole life is food. If you have a good food system, your life becomes better. Your life becomes okay. So planting, you would want to try that. You would want to go into your abode and start planting and gardening. And I told you that after awakening is land, food and skills. So when you have the land, you are going to plant, you are going to start a garden, and you are going to be serious, because gardening and planting requires commitment and consistency and discipline. So after researching on that, you would want to try. Give yourself the time. Then you try, right? In few months, you are going to have all these produce available for you, and you can eat some, you can sell it, you can sell a whole lot, because you have some in abundance, right? You can't sell when you don't have abundance. Because listen, we are in a reality where people want to eat, but they don't want to plant. So if you plant, you are going to feed the society. Listen, planting. How many people would want to plant? Everybody wants to go and live in the city. Everybody wants to go and live in the cubicle, because that is a certain dream, American dream. Everybody is trooping in. So you, that person, if you begin to plant, no matter what men think they can have it all goes down to food. Because listen, if you get your salary or your wages, groceries are taking 70-80%. Groceries. So planting is going to help you, and it is going to even help you cut food costs. So you would have enough for yourself. You would have enough money for yourself. So that is the 6th but important and mostly important skill. So you would want to try that, right? You are tired of being manipulated through food. You go and buy food and you eat it and you don't feel good with it. The universe is telling you that you need to embark on a planting or a gardening, or you need to start that thing. Beautiful. The 5th awakening friendly skill that is going to help you in these times, crucial times, is therapy, massage and therapy. Massage and therapy. You can research on massage, because listen, people are really going through tension, stress, right? So if you begin to brand yourself with, let's say, a certain environment, okay, or an establishment, okay, where you tend to give people a certain therapeutic, okay, you are doing it genuinely and honestly because you really want to see people released, okay. There are some people, they naturally find satisfaction in massaging, okay. They are good with that. They can massage and they can help you align your body, okay. So massaging deals with a certain, alignment of the body, because as the body goes through stress, 9 to 5, tension, okay, these things are going to affect people. And if you brand yourself in that way, you have your branded, form, okay, you brand yourself, right? You have that business, okay, you tell people about that. You can do door to door. People can book you and come for that session, and it's very effective, right? So when you do that with discipline and you research more on that, you research on it, because the stress is all in here, okay? So if you are able to render that service, that skill, you are going to trade with that, and you are going to have a lot to earn from that, because you don't want to depend on people for survival. You want to depend on yourself. In the massaging, you can add yoga sessions, you can add massage, you can add meditation too, because you know how meditation has really helped you, right? That is the skill number 5. So now let's move to the skill number 4. We are not in a hurry, right? Skill number 4. Skill number 4 is lifestyle creation, motivation, okay? Lifestyle creation, motivation. You would want to share a journey with people to motivate them. You are good in communicating. You would want to share a journey, a lifestyle. It can be food lifestyle, dietary lifestyle, recipes, right? And it can be something motivating. We are in a world where people are so much down, stress, anxiety, depression. You would want to motivate people, right? You would want to motivate people with a certain lifestyle. So we are in this whole internet/virtual world, and it's a very beautiful place. In as much as many people are going on the media and internet space to be corrupted, it is also possible for you to start a platform that is going to motivate people. You communicate a certain important truth that is going to help people, practical truth. You share your lifestyle, your journey, your transformation, your discipline, and they would want to embark, and you are going to have an audience that are going to be very happy to have a session with you. The most important thing is to be genuine, and the most important thing is to transform your own self, because people are going to be motivated by your transformation they are seeing. So that lifestyle, you would want to put it there, and it's really going to help you. So now that the internet space is so much there and is so much booming, you can go on there, and in consistency you can get that skill on there, and it's really going to help you. I really appreciate you so much. You would not want to depend on people. Independence, I said, after awakening is land, food, and skills. After awakening is land, food, and then skills. Is very important. So when you have your settlement, it is going to help you so much. Right? Number 3, artistry. Some people are good with art. Art. And when I say art, it's so generic. Art can be drawing. Art can be singing. Art can be something that you are using your technical, something that is inside you, something that is of a potential. Some people are good with the woodworks, right? We have this powerful art here, right? Let me show it to you. Right? This is an art, okay? And it's artistic. There are people who are good with this and they can do it, right? So you can begin that. You can begin getting the material and start with something, right? Because you already have it. You've been to the school where you've had that orientation, right? And you are good with it naturally within. You can start it. After awakening is land, food, and skills. So when you set yourself on the land, you can start creating carvings, sculpture works. All these things are good. They are powerful. If you can sing, it's also powerful. Singing is also powerful, right? Singing. If you are good with the singing, right? You can record yourself. You can inspire yourself. There is a world where people are going through a lot. You can build your brand out of singing, okay? And you would want to be a musician, right? Amazingly. It's very powerful. So if you are good with the singing, now you have to start a journey. You have to start a journal, okay? Whereby you are singing and you are recording. You are putting it on there. Create healthy lyrics, high vibration lyrics. Lyrics that can lift somebody up, right? Then you create it as a content. You put it on there and it's going to help somebody. It's going to motivate somebody. Because we are in a world where somebody wants to listen to some music and be okay. And your music can be that music that can help people. So now, for example, if your music is able to inspire one person, then it means that it can inspire 1,000 people, 1K people, 2K people, 3K people, 4K people, 5K people. Right? We are not in a hurry. The goddess is wanting my attention, okay? My energy. Yes, she wants my energy. Yes. She has the right to drain my energy. That is my goddess. I appreciate her so much in my life. So artistry, art. Go and research about art and how you can also be artistic. There are plenty arts. Right? And time will not permit me to list them. Number 2 is children caretaking, nanny. If you are somebody that naturally loves children, right? You can set a platform or something whereby, you see, we are in a world also where people have children, but they don't have time. They are busy, work, whatever. You can set yourself up. You can set yourself up for that. You are somebody that naturally loves that, loves to take care of children, loves to have children. You are good with that. If children are crying, the moment you hold them, they stop crying. You have that empathy. So start with that. Think about that. You are somebody that naturally loves children. The universe is telling you that you can begin that, whereby you have children, whereby you are orienting them in a way and you are taking care of them. And their parents will be satisfied because they don't have the time, right? And lastly, which is the first one, is food and nutrition. Research on food. Nutrition. We are in a world where people are deprived. People are obese. They just eat anyhow. Right? They've gained weight. So you can begin a journey where you are transforming yourself with food. Research about the leafy greens. Research about the alkaline. Research about the foods that can help people to lose weight. Right? There are also nutrition companies, right, that are very powerful, doing well, that you can sign on with them and you can use their healthy packages, right? Healthy products, right? and it can aid, right? Once you are using them and it's helping you, right, you can also get people on, and you can start a journey with that, a journey, nutrition journey for people, right? You encourage them, you give them a prescribed diet for them to follow. You put them on a session, and they will be able to, they will be seeing significant changes in their body, right? We are in a world where many are obese. If you are living in a place where people are obese so much, it means that they are taking in foods that are raising their insulin. Okay, so now they need to be on diet that will not raise their insulin. So the more their insulin is not raised, it is going to help them, because your body is a powerful mechanism. Okay, the thing is that your insulin, right, that is inside your system, anytime you eat sugary foods or foods that are high in carbs or starch, they are going to raise the insulin. Okay, and when the insulin is raised, it is going to make you obese, because your body is not using the fat that is stored inside you very well. Your body is rather using that energy to deal with the sugar, right? So now you are going to put them on foods that are not going to raise their insulin. So research on that, because listen, this life is all about food. So if you begin to have more knowledge with the food and nutrition, well vexed inside with information, you yourself have put yourself on an experiment. Your body is on an experiment. You have put your body on an experiment practically with the food, and it's helping you. You cannot help people when you've not helped yourself. So as you have transformed yourself with food and nutrition, you are going to help people. People will even see you and be like, wow, you look so good. How are you able to do that? Then you tell them this your services, and trust me, you are going to really help people, because people are not disciplined. So if you help them to become disciplined, you are going to trade from that. So it can also be a workout session, a physical workout, physicals, right? People would want to sign up and join, and as they begin to see significant results, they would want to patronize you more and recommend you to other people, right? So this world is so simple. Life is so simple. When you begin to go inside, you are going to find a skill, or you are going to find something you can research on, right? Right? Yes. So we are on here to help each other. I appreciate you all so much, and it is a beautiful moment. This necklace is available for the awakened soul, right? It represents the divine feminine, right? This is an art, and I'm also trading with that. So if you have this, it is going to remind you of our union with the Creator. English is the problem. It is going to remind you of the union with the divine Creator, divine feminine. I told you God is a woman, the Creator is a woman, right? So this art is to remind you of that. If you have some, it is going to help you so much. This is made of natural plant. There is a plant seed that looks like this. Incorruptible, very powerful. Right? So you can like and share and subscribe. I appreciate you all so much for this time, for this moment, for this reality. Right? We will continue with more videos that is going to help you so much be in your best self. Right? Yes, so we will continue.